next speaker is Ms. Anamika Bhargava from Smart Energy Water. And on this special day, we allow her 2 extra minutes.
Distinguished senior leadership from our Indian fraternity here, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. Ladies and gentlemen in the dais, in the audience, I'm really looking forward to share with you what we are planning to provide for city gas distribution as a company. But before I go on to that, I would just like to echo a couple of points that are captured in the discussion today. For example, Mr. Ranganathan talked about it's time that all our data went to the cloud because it's the best locker we can have. My friend David, because I'm calling him friend because SAP and ISGW have just got into a partnership, a global partnership, talked about the sense of having data and capturing it. Lurgi talked about meters coming together and enabling these sensors to happen. And of course, Mr. Srivastava talked about how they have already implemented it in the Press Gas Limited, and they are really planning. And the important aspect which we got from the policy advocacy was very clear, that somewhere the gas distribution is trying to follow what electrical distribution did. But let me, sir, congratulate you all who have been working tirelessly to get the best of technology to India, because I have worked both in electrical and gas sector, I think gas sector is definitely embarking on the right path. You're moving faster, you're more agile, you take more decisions faster, and you adopt the best of the technologies. So that gives us confidence as vendors today that this is a place to give the right technology, and this is the right forum to talk about digital transformation, digital roadmaps, and why not, when in telecom sector, India could leapfrog from copper to wireless, why not in gas? We try the same. So with this, I would like to talk about a little bit about what we as a company do. We are Smart Energy Water. We are one of the world's fastest software as a service. Now, Mr. Chitoda, you did mention, we want the best technologies, but we want it at the best price. And that is what we are enabling. We are saying, let's not go for the CapEx model. There's a model which is called OpEx, and as you use, you pay. And this is what we propose, and that has been our enablement across 120 utilities across the globe. And way back in 2009, when the whole world talked about creating platforms like an Azure platform, which was supposed to be for consumer as well for utility, but you'll agree that people from the utility who do utility, they need to be focused on utility. You can't do consumer and utility together. So we took a decision, we are going to be only a utility company, and that's what we are. And we are henceforth, and we have been accepted, we have been acknowledged, we have got over 100 awards with 120 installations. We are a cloud-based platform addressing energy sustainability, water conservation around customer engagement, field force management, and smart analytics. So what are the critical enablers and disruptors for smart gas distribution? A lot has been said, but if I was to break it into 3 silos, it would be embedded sensors, inline online robots, and ultrasonic inspection of smart pipeline assets. Just now we talked about 15,000 kilometers of pipeline existing and 13,000 being added. It's very important that the entire network is captured at a global way and it's captured not only a portal, but also on a mobile app. And that is what we as a company provide. And going further, we are talking about controls and automations, which is definitely the SCADA, like Mr. Raman talked about. But on the big data and analytics, the important question that we should be talking about is, okay, you have all this data coming, you have the best of the sensors coming in, how are you going to store the data? So we talked about having it in cloud. But the second part is, are you able to get the best of the data? If you measure it correctly, you're able to control it. But if you're able to control it, can you capture the value of it? And that's what we bring to the table. We are using emerging technologies like machine learning, which are incorporated and encapsulated around artificial intelligence, and we are giving you a solution that provides you predictive analytics for determining assets' health and scheduling the maintenance checkups. So with this, let's go 3 steps backward and talk about what are the challenges in a city gas distribution. High execution risk, absolutely there. Anytime even a small leakage, and we are talking about city gas distribution, our homes are there, boom, and it's done. So we have to be very careful about it. Huge capital expenditure, yes. Raman spoke about, we are going to change all manual meters to AMR. I think that's a big step, but that's called a lot of expense also. Now, we are talking about slow pace of pipeline buildup. Yes, it's there because right-of-way becomes a challenge. Asset management, you have lots of assets across. If one is tampered, are you able to know what went wrong with them? Delay in clearances, high cost of providing last-mile connectivity, low sales, customer penetrations, lead detection, monitoring, pipeline network safety. I think that's one fundamental area that will keep coming. Are you able to see to the last mile? We are all customers and consumers here of who are using pipe gas in our homes. Now, if there is a leak at your home, can you know it? And that's very vital. Because suppose accidentally you left the gas open and you went away. That's a big leak. Let's go to the next step. Reggie talked about in the morning, somebody is digging somewhere and trying to lay some pipelines, and there was a gas pipeline. I know you put a yellow sticker on top, don't touch, there's a gas line, but this is India, and let's face facts. And somebody hit it, and then there's a gas leakage happening. How will one man or centralized control room know that there is an issue? Then second point is, how soon can you send your field force guy quickly to that place, and he knows exactly that location where the leakage is happening? And for that leakage is happening, what are the tools he has to take? Is it a big leakage? It's a small leakage? So this is a very fundamental requirement. And I'm so glad to say today technologies exist, and that's what we bring to the table, so that you do not have a very high restoration charges. So in nutshell, GIS and gas distribution network is the one that provides the backbone. It's able to give you all the assets. There is a Google map which tells you where the various territories are mapped up. And there is a huge amount of data that our friends like Lurie and of course SAP provides a whole plethora of it. But the important part would be, can we converge it into meaningful solutions of leakage management, risk management, safety, and one-con analysis? And that's what Smart Energy Water is doing in most of the utilities. We provide cloud-based solution which are easily pluggable, payable, and they sit on the top of the GI system, they sit on the top of the CRM system and the SAP ERP system to enable all the dots across the entire gas distribution network to provide your cloud-based solution, which is on the fact of software as a service, so that it provides a bidirectional discussion between the utility as well as the consumer. Because at the end of the day, if you're planning a charter of a roadmap of providing 200 cities in India with city gas distribution, it's very vital that there is a seamless integration of a portal and a mobile network that allows you to not only understand what is going on, but each one of us is a consumer, and we should be able to know how much of gas I'm utilizing. Another thing Mr. Ranganathan brought in, and it was a very vital one, he said, why are we just using it for cooking? Why are we not using for other applications, as it is, gas is being used across? And this is where I would like to bring out a very important essence. As a consumer, do I feel empowered and do I feel comfortable using gas? I think there is a gap there. And I know you have put on a mobile app and you know, a portal, but these are the various dimensions where a hand-holding is done for the consumer. The education has to be done. He has to be told that, you know, this is the essence, these are the advantages of using gas. And if this can be, if you had a portal which gave proactive these kind of notifications to a person, be it in the form of an SMS, be it in the form of a Twitter or a Facebook, and seamlessly integrated whole plethora of information and brought the entire 200 cities on a one web, then that would be the way of mobilizing India forward. And I'm so glad to say that this technology exists, and we'll be happy to partner with each one of you. And also ensure that we also, while the utility pain areas of you know, leakages to you know, monitoring the system, having all the analytics at the fingertips, being cost effective is addressed, it's also very important that as a consumer, that means the one who's consuming, his voice is heard. Suppose you have a leakage and you see it. Are you able to take a picture and send it to the utility and say, there's a leakage? And it may not be at your home. And in one click, the utility immediately sends a person to correct it. And this technology is what we do so that it makes a happy customer, but also an enabled customer, because that is very important. When we say we want to change India, it is a bi-directional communication, both between the users, that's citizens like us, and the utilities together. So how we can help?
Extra 2 minutes starts now.
Thank you. I think I'll kind of wrap up as much as possible. How we can help from asset management to leak detection, customer complaints, and efficiency management, because we talked about everything. Are we able to take the assets? Are we able to monitor leakages? Is customer your partner, the other partner, the most important partner in place? Yes, but then as an operations person, you would ask us, are we able to make your operations more effective? Are we able to reduce your customer calls coming into you? Is your utility man, you know, more empowered that he's able to take agile decisions on the information that is flowing into him? At a click, he's able to take decisions and also reply to the requirements. The answer is yes. A cloud-based solution, which is nothing but customer mobile solution you can see on the screen. We have 12 suites of solutions which are plug and play. You can start with one, like my account or a billing one. Then you can go into outage and service requests, report leakages, billing, payment, service requests, real-time communication, bi-directional. I'm glad to say with an SAP partnership that we have, we can also get the information in a bi-directional way, keeping the guarantees and warranties, and provide a 360-degree view. And then we provide analytics, as I said, leakage detection, improve gas efficiency, reduce customer costs, and of course, achieve gas efficiency targets, because each one of you have them. With this, I really want to leave you with a message here. As they say, nothing is more powerful than an idea whose time has come. It's time to move to clouds, data analytics, and we are here to partner with each one of you. Thank you so much.